because the bedroom is literally right there and Zach's asleep, but normally my videos start out in the Clancy room, but that's actually not where my morning starts. My morning starts here at the kitchen table. I've got my work laptop and I always put in my scripts first thing just because obviously I'd rather have everything prepared from a journalistic standpoint than from a beauty standpoint. So if I am rushing and I can't necessarily finish my eyeshadow or mascara, it's not a big deal, but I need to get these scripts in. I need to make sure everything is in order, and that is what we are doing right now. Also, yes, I did put the heat on in September. You know what? It's September. That's really not as bad as August. I have no shame. I'm a terrible human, but sometimes you're just so cold. You know what I mean, guys? And now it is time to walk on over to the Clancy room. Quite frankly, I love starting out my day on my laptop because two reasons. The first is I like just getting everything done that I need to do work-wise. Like, it's good to go, you don't have to worry about it. But then also, it allows me to like wake up a little bit before I do my makeup, because when you sit down to do your makeup in the morning and your eyes are just like not opening and it's just, ooh, I hate just jumping right into the makeup chair. It's so gross. And that's why I don't get people who don't shower in the morning. Like, no offense, no judgment, like obviously do what you want, but my shower, like I need like barriers in between just sitting in my makeup chair and getting ready. Like the shower wakes me up, getting on my work laptop and putting in my script and all that wakes me up, and then finally I can sit in the makeup chair, and this is where the magic happens. And what kind of magic, you might ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. We go from this to this. This is not even the finished product, as you guys know. I always do the other half of my makeup once I get to my live shot, just to make it, you know, keep it fresh, keep things fresh. And oh my gosh, my hair is so, it just feels so long right now. I don't know, guys, I'm thinking about giving my hair a little chop. I like my hair so much long, just to live my life, like tie it up and go to the gym. I like having a legit ponytail, and I just like my hair long, but when it's like this, it's just dragging me down. I feel like if it was chopped, it would look so much more posh, but instead we're going for the lion look. And by the way, in case you're wondering how long it takes me to get ready, I am always stunned by how quick it takes me to get ready. With a shower, doing my makeup, and doing my hair, and picking out an outfit, it'll usually take me around 40-45 minutes. Oh, but that's if I'm straightening my hair. If I'm curling it, you could pretty much add on an extra 15 minutes probably, just because getting this hair curly is not a fun task. I have very naturally straight hair, so the whole curly thing doesn't come naturally to me. But yeah, the whole routine is pretty snippety snappy quick because we've got things to do. Okay guys, I have a legit disorder where I have to arrive places so freaking early. Like, I have to get there at 4:22 for a 5:03 live shot. Most reporters just roll on up and then they do their live shot like, I don't know, 10 minutes before, 15. Why? I don't know, but if I'm not there like 40 minutes early, life is not okay. So I just finished up my live shots for the morning. Normally right now I'd be telling you about it or joking around, but I just read the saddest thing ever, that a meteorologist in Texas committed suicide a couple of days ago. Her name was Kelly Plasker. And first of all, a little backstory, her son, who was just 19 years old, actually committed suicide in 2018, which my heart like skips a beat. I can't even imagine. She also posted about how she was preyed upon by her high school band director for years. They were actually in a relationship for 5 years. She did a whole post about that. That was the last post before she committed suicide. And in it, she wrote that her brain was broken. Geez, just 2 days ago, I'm reading, "I love you all, but my love isn't enough and only hurts the people I love most." A lot of posts about her son who committed suicide, and it is so unbelievably sad. Suicide is one of those things that I feel like gets pushed under the rug. I mean, in the news industry, we don't cover suicide unless there's like a notable thing about it. Like, I'm sure we did cover when Kate Spade committed suicide, but it's just a known thing that like we've gone to shootings or just events where it ends up where we find out, oh, the person killed themselves, and suddenly it's just poof, not a news story. Like, we don't cover it. I totally agree with that, but I think almost just like as a person like me, I'm not gonna not talk about it. Like, I think it's something to talk about. I think that's the thing though. I say we all have like periods of sadness or rough times, but I cannot imagine having your son commit suicide. I mean, I feel, I don't know, that just really made me feel so sad. I just wanted to say to you guys, I don't mean to sound cliche, but if you are going through anything at all, please reach out for help. It doesn't have to be a friend, it doesn't have to be a family member. It can be a therapist, or it doesn't have to be a therapist. It could be a friend or family member, but the point is, talk about it to someone. man behind the camera. He only asked if his work here was done once.
My work here done.
Almost. Almost. He's legit doing 2 jobs right now. He's doing his normal job and cameraman. Thank you. Mine. Yeah. So in case you couldn't already tell, today we are meal prepping. I'm actually on my lunch break right now, but we are using every second of that day, and I don't really like meal prepping. I'm not a meal prepper, haven't done this in, I don't know, like 7 months, but it's so much easier when you don't have to cook every single day, because otherwise I'll just make a sandwich and call it a day, and I want to broaden my horizons. So we're getting a little crazy this morning. We're doing a lot of meal prepping. And as you can see, the oven is ready. I have to keep checking. Okay, whoa. The salmon is ready. That one cooked in like what? I think I cooked it for like 22 minutes. Then we've got all our little containers, and I am excited. Thanks for filming, Zach.
You're welcome.
Getting clean.
Shaving.
You're shaving?
Well,
He never shaves.
getting the hair off my face at the moment.
Wow. COVID, he's been a non-shaver.
How's your meal?
COVID changed you. It's coming along. I'm so excited. Guess how many meals I get?
Out of the food you made?
Uh-huh.
Let's say 4.
I was about to say, this could be really awkward if you're like 17 and I'm like, actually, I plan on eating this all in one sitting.
4.
You're right. 4.
What again?
And guys, I broke out my ring light for you. How fabulous is that? Can I just say I suck at being a YouTuber, because I feel like most YouTubers would show just like the coolness and just make it look good but not really say much. But for me, I'm like, oh, look at the behind the scenes, and I like give it all away. Like that actually, this is what my kitchen looks like right now. It's kind of a mess, and that's a ring light, and I don't know. We're just keeping it real, but it makes me look like a loser. And also my tea thing is on because I'm about to make oatmeal, which this is why I hate meal prepping. Like right now I'm smelling salmon and Brussels sprouts and squash, and I'm about to eat oatmeal. Like I haven't even had breakfast yet. It's like disgusting. So I don't know, this whole meal prepping thing, I'm trying to get into the swing of things, guys. And why am I ignoring my oven? It's screaming at me. I'm sorry, but what? What? Are you kidding me? They're perfect. So I have to take a Zoom break, and it's so funny because this is what my interviewees see. I'm just sitting here, you know, looking formal, looking good. Boom. Little do they know the madness that is going on in my kitchen of meal prepping. And there we have it, meal prepped and ready to go. Guys, I am so unbelievably proud of myself. Like, I know to most people this is not a big deal, but to me, like, what the heck? I did this. Oh my gosh, guys, I am so proud of myself. All right, so enough talk about food. I need to tell you guys about my morning. Oh my goodness. So I was supposed to go live outside Belterra Park, which is a horse racing track here in Cincinnati, and I had a live interviewee. We were gonna be talking about the Kentucky Derby and how they were offering drive-through wagering, blah, 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 all this good stuff. And if there is anything I know nothing about, it's horse racing. And I guess race car driving too. Like I know nothing about them. Any other sport, any other like event thing, like I'm pretty familiar with, not horse racing. But I was like, oh, you're fine. You have a live interviewee all morning. I am sitting in my car about to go live. I have half a face of makeup on because I'm ready to put my face mask on, since of course I'll be interviewing someone. And I get a text saying he is stuck in standstill traffic and he's not gonna be there for my first hit. I just immediately fly to the mirror, rip out my bag. I'm applying the bronzer and the lipstick and the blush and all of the makeup that I did not have on because I only had half my makeup on. And then my next thing is, oh my gosh, what am I going to talk about? Because I was just planning on asking him the questions. Like, he was supposed to tell me everything. And I always end up arriving at my live shot locations like 45 minutes before. I know, it is so ridiculous, but you guys saw the other day, like I arrive so early, especially if I have a live interviewee, so I can pre-interview them, get all of the information, just because in order to ask the right questions, you need to know some stuff. So I knew nothing. And not only did I have to do that for the first live shot, I had to do that for every other live shot, 5 others and a taped one. And oh my goodness, we just had to really just blabber on. Hey Bob, there are 3 types of people who watch the Kentucky Derby. 1, those who love a good horse race. That was the obvious one. 2, those who love fashion. Oh yes, I am in it for the hats. And I did the spin on purpose because as you can see, we have a nice little bow going for us right here. And then number 3, you guessed it, the betting. My interviewee is actually stuck in some traffic right now, so we're going to talk with him coming up right here on Local 12 in a half hour. Stick around. For now, I'll send it back to you in the studio. As I mentioned before, I'm just going to be a little traffic reporter right now. My interviewee is stuck in traffic. He's actually on 275. The last text I got from him was still stuck. So we're still waiting on him. Guys, stay tuned here on Local 12 to follow this journey of whether or not my interviewee will be able to show up. And if you've been following along with us right here on Local 12, you know my interviewee is stuck in traffic. He's on 275. We've been getting updates from him all morning. I just want to give you another update. He said, not good. Hopefully everything going well there. And I said, we are holding down the fort. And yes, we are, because it's all going down at Belterra Park starting this morning at 10 a.m. For now, I'll send it back to you in the studio. Back out here live, there is another aspect that I know we all love. I know you're going to love it. And it is... Oh, I caught it. I didn't think I would. The hats. Oh, yes. You can still wear your hats. You can still be fashionable. Actually, if you come up for drive-through wagering, wear your hat. You're not going to get any extra money for it. You're not going to get any bonuses, but you will be fashionable. Sheila, that is what I am doing right now as I am gazing. And there's a reason, by the way, I'm standing this way. I want you to see the cool bow. Yes, the Kentucky Derby is all about the fashion. It's also about looking at the horses. You can see a couple of them here at Belterra Park.
Meantime, you can take advantage of that drive-through wagering today and tomorrow. There's a big fly in here.
You are just
From
so
10 until
sweet.
6:40.
That thing, seriously, that was a large fly.
I know. I felt it.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay, because I can't.
It's probably my hairspray it likes.
I can't get close enough to help. I'm not allowed.
Put a mask on and get over here.
I'm not allowed. I'm just going to get a really long swatter.
Okay.
It has been a very, very interesting morning. We set up our live shots, all was well. It's a little bit rainy outside, but that's okay. It's like 75 degrees, and that's all I really care about. And I'm ready to go for my first live shot when all of a sudden, I don't know what to call him, the screamer arrives. There was a man who was standing in front of my camera yelling throughout my entire live shot. I had no idea that you could actually hear it if you were watching the news, which you could, and I'll show you that after. But yeah, anyone could hear. He was just yelling, and keep in mind, it's obviously so much louder for me as I'm there. Like, it's crazy that you could even hear him because I have this little tiny mic on that's supposed to just pick up, like, you know, the sound right here. But he was yelling so loud.
Morning, Clancy.
Hey, Sheila, chances are you've seen the streetcar running over the past couple of months, but no one's been on board. So far, we have had 68 homicides and 355 shootings, and Mayor CRANLEY wants to use that money to increase policing. For now reporting live, Clancy Burke, Local 12 News. For now reporting live, Clancy Burke, Local 12 News. And you could see at the beginning of that live shot, like, I stumbled. Like, I was like, hey, Sheila, like, I said her name weird because I was just so startled. And that is something that journalism school definitely does not prepare you for. No one ever talked about the fact that you were going to have people all around running up to you during your live shots, and it doesn't happen that often though, but when it does, it definitely does throw you off naturally. It'd be different, I think, if I knew what was happening. I would have had a script to read, but for that live shot, I was just going off my memory because I knew the story pretty well, and that just would have been easier, just like look down, read the script, but I was going off memory. So it definitely just like wasn't my best live shot. I feel like I just looked awkward, didn't have energy, but I was just kind of, I don't know, weirded out. And just a couple of days ago, it was actually the 5-year anniversary of when a TV news reporter and her photographer were both killed on air. She was in Roanoke, Virginia. She was conducting a live interview, and then they were just shot right there, right then. Like, anyone watching would have heard it and seen it, and that is obviously something that you think about when you're out and about. And I do have to say, today I wasn't really that scared. Maybe that's ignorant of me to not be scared, but I really was kind of just, I don't know, doing my job, and I wasn't like, oh my gosh, like I need to get back in the car. What scares me is when I get in my own head. There are times like it'll just be like dark outside. Obviously I'm the morning show, so a majority of the live shots I do are pitch black. I will think like, oh my gosh, what if someone just pops out of the dark right now? And then I'm like, Clancy, stop thinking about that. But that is definitely one of the many weird things that come with this job. And I was just telling someone the other day that I hate when people are driving by when I'm doing my live shot or about to go live and they honk. I would almost rather someone come up to me and yell at me and disrupt my live shot, because at least you're making yourself known. Like, at least you're putting yourself out there. People who drive by and honk, it's like, what's the purpose of that? You're messing up my live shot, but you're not even like seeing the consequences. There's no pleasure or gain for you. Not that there's a pleasure or gain for people who run up to me, but at least I could see you get the satisfaction of seeing me mess up. The people who honk, you don't even see me. So anyway, the honkers honestly make me so freaking angry. Oh my gosh, there's a person in a car watching me talk to myself on camera. That is so awkward. Why are they not moving up? Oh, it's a Cincinnati police officer. That's so awkward. I bet I know him though. Hello, Greg. I haven't seen you in forever.
Nothing says fancy like Clancy.
Okay, I was literally just telling the vlog, I was like, why is there a person parked right next to me? I was like, it's a green light, it doesn't make sense.
And it was me staring at you trying to see what you were doing, and I saw you talking to your own vlog. Hi.
I know, I had no idea, and I was literally angry, but when I saw the Cincinnati police, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be him. I knew it.
It's
Man.
gotta be the bothersome person.
How was your 3 weeks off, by the way?
It
I feel like I look like such a little fetus right now. Oh my gosh, guys. But I feel so much more energized and riveted. Is that even a word, riveted? We're just gonna go with it. Because guess what time it is, everyone? It is, wait, let me see. It is 5:47 a.m. And you're probably thinking, Clancy, shouldn't you have been on air like 47 minutes ago? What is going on? And no, that is not the case because today is actually Sunday. Yes, I am filling in on the morning show today. And the beauty with Sundays is that I get to sleep in a little. And by a little, I mean a lot. I mean, I get to sleep in all the way until like 5 a.m. And I know, obviously, 5 a.m. to most people is early. I mean, there are entire YouTube videos dedicated to like how to wake up at the early hour of 5. I get it, 5 is early, but obviously when you compare it to when I normally wake up, oh my gosh, we are just sleeping in. This is amazing. And even though last night was the Kentucky Derby, I didn't do anything last night. I sat in my apartment alone because I'm just not the type of person who can go out on a work night. I mean, obviously if I worked normal hours and my day started at like, you know, 8 or 9 a.m. it'd be different, but I don't. So there's just, I've tried before. I've tried doing it and it like seriously just produces anxiety within me. I'm like, I should not be out right now. I need to be getting sleep. It's just not in the cards for me. Also, it is just so evident by this outfit that I really just don't care. Guys, what is this? I'm wearing these very thick wool tights, which look so bulky and not good, with these. I don't know, it's a little bit chilly in the air, and comfort over everything. And actually, we need to go into the coat closet. I need to whip out a coat today. If it's below 64, I wear my winter coat. No shame in my game. Yep, this is the outfit, guys. If you were expecting to tune into this video, like to see the life of a glamorous TV news reporter, you won't find one here. Nope, this is what we're going for today. It's gonna be great. All right, so I just finished my 2 live shots. We have some bad news. Matt found a oh my gosh, I'm listening to a podcast and it just randomly started. I've actually been listening to, by the way, Pretty Basic with Remy and Alicia, and I don't watch their videos and I love it. And now I'm like about to start watching their videos. It's just really freaking interesting. But as I was saying, Matt found a gray hair in my hair. It was a really devastating moment. I opened up to him about my problems and it's just really, you know. And by the way, can you guys comment down below, is it a myth that stress and anxiety causes grays? If it's not a myth, then that makes all the sense in the world. I'm the most stressed out human ever. But the other bad news, well actually it ended up being good news. I like refused to get out of my car for a solid 5 minutes straight because there was a man running around with his shirt off yelling at birds. Yeah, I didn't realize Sunday mornings were like this downtown. Then he ended up like putting his shirt on and going somewhere else. So I felt confident and comfortable to get out of the car. Oh, to live the luxurious life of Zach Rogel, just hanging out on his Sunday. Zach went out last night and he confided in me that he's not feeling too hot.
Slightly hungover.
This is normally our Sunday routine. I should be there with you. We should be sitting on the same, except no, tell them like our setup isn't the most ideal because Zach loves this little couch. This, because it's the big one actually, as I say little. But the only way for us to lay together is like this. So we do this at night and it's great and I like laying here, but sometimes I also want to like scroll on my phone, do other things, and this just doesn't cut it. If I had my ideal world, we'd both be kicking back on this couch or feet up here. It'd be perfect. But Zach doesn't want to do that ever, so it's a lose-lose. Either I'm here alone or I'm really just confined in that little corner section. Art on Vine is back and there is so much here. I mean, I've got my bags on my right, jewelry on my left. If we were just to really quickly take that piece right there, that huge one, how long would that have taken you?
That took me probably 3 months of work.
Gosh.
Yeah.
That was such a cute little show. And by the way, right now, welcome everyone. We are in downtown Cincinnati. Downtown Cincinnati is such a cool space because it's just the perfect size. Obviously, you have like smaller cities like Dayton, where I just came from, where it was just so small. I'll never forget when my mom arrived. She was like, this is Dayton. It's just, we're obviously used to New York. So no, this is the perfect size, guys. Welcome to the Natty. very different right now. That is because I'm about to go to the pool. So Zach and I just went to, I think it's called like Tropical Smoothie, and now I am going to the pool. I am meeting my friends there, and then Zach is already at the pool with some of his friends. We have 2 pools at our apartment complex though, so I'm not sure if we're gonna be at the same pool, but either way, I'm meeting someone there. So that's what we're doing. Thanks so much for watching this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you did. And of course, all of my social media will be linked down below if you're not already following. But for now, I gotta go because I'm actually running pretty late, so let's go.